The police investigation into Partygate complete. The scale of COVID rule-breaking partying at Downing Street and beyond revealed. A record level of COVID rule-breaking fines have been issued from number 10 to Whitehall. I'll be joined by Paul Brand, who first broke this story, and we'll have the very latest live from Downing Street this lunchtime. Also ahead,
the lunchtime news with Lucrezia Millarini.
Good afternoon. The scale of COVID law-breaking in Downing Street became clear today. While many millions stuck to the rules and didn't mingle, mix or party, there were many occasions where the laws are made, they were broken. In all, the Met Police has issued 126 fixed penalty notices, some individuals receiving as many as 5 fines. However, the Prime Minister and his wife will face no further fines now the investigation is complete. Our political correspondent Daniel Hewitt has the latest. I'm joined now by our UK editor, Paul Brand, who of course broke this story and has followed it throughout. Paul, what is your assessment of what the police have discovered then?
Well, Lucrezia, an investigation that originally police said 3 individuals fined in total. That is a large proportion of the number of people who work in number 10, including this week, and that may well be the most damning revelation of all.
And Paul, how is it that the Prime Minister has only received 1 fine?
I think people will see that maybe there are 2 questionable, different times during the pandemic. We know that's the case, and that they were just trying to apply the rules.
Thank you. Well, let's go now live to our Deputy Political Editor, Lucrezia, who's in Downing Street. Next, this lunchtime, the court has been hearing the harrowing details about the murder of Plymouth teenager Bobby Ann McLeod. They were told her killer, Cody Ackland, was obsessed with serial killers and had a desire to imitate them. Ackland, who pleaded guilty to murder at an earlier hearing, was in the dock to receive his sentence. Rupert Evelyn is at Plymouth Crown Court for us this lunchtime. Rupert, what was your reaction in court today? Lawyers have been giving their closing arguments in what could be the final day of the so-called Wagatha Christie libel trial between Rebecca Vardy and Colleen Rooney. But it was a no-show from the Rooneys as they jetted off on a family holiday instead. And while Rebecca Vardy did turn up, she left court just 30 minutes after the hearing began. Well, Martha Fairley is outside the High Court. Martha, what's been said so far? Still ahead. First, on to the royal tour in Canada, where Prince Charles has been confronted by some Indigenous leaders asking for the Queen to apologise for a church abuse scandal. Tens of thousands of children were taken from their families and placed in residential church schools from the late 1800s to as recently as the 1970s. From our royal editor, Chris Shipp. Now, she's already had a string of music awards to her name, including 11 Grammys, but now Taylor Swift has a new title. Dr. Swift. The singer has fulfilled a lifetime dream of donning a cap and gown as she was given an honorary doctorate degree from New York University. And as Faye Barker reports, her speech to the class of 22 was all about kindness and cringe. And finally, just over a week ago, Jess and Joe Thwaite were having what they describe as a normal grumpy husband and wife morning when their lives changed forever. Joe checked his phone to discover they'd won on the Euro Millions. As he counted the digits, he slowly realised they'd landed the jackpot and become the UK's biggest ever lottery winners, £184 million to be exact. Here's Charlie Frost. Wow. That is it. Mary's here with the evening news at 6:30. The news where you are, and the weather is next, but from the lunchtime team. Bye-bye. Hello again. Now the main stories in London. The Grenfell inquiry has heard how government records show ministers were not initially concerned with the trauma suffered by Grenfell survivors and the bereaved. The Mayor of London has announced an £18 million scheme to support Londoners back into work. Sadiq Khan. Next, the Clean Air Act, titled Ella's Law, has received its first reading in the House of Lords today. It is named after Lewisham's Ella Adu Kissi Deborah. And British Airways travellers are being warned of travel chaos this summer after it emerged Heathrow workers, part of GMB and Unite unions, are considering strike action during this summer holiday period. Well, time for the weather now. Here's Holly. All right, time to take a look at what's coming up at 6. Wow, that'd be good. And that is all from us. We're back with that and lots more at 6. Until then, enjoy your afternoon. Bye-bye.